All right, peace, 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 family. I'm back with another video. BroYosef is back with another video. That's two videos in one day, right? Surprise, surprise, surprise. So in this video here, we're going to talk about something that people ask me a lot, right? It's one of the very popular questions I get, right? And this video is going to be called "How Important Is Your Diet on Your Spiritual Path?" Right? And this video is not going to be aimed at anybody specific. It's not going to be aimed at anybody specific. But the vegans and the vegetarians are probably going to disagree with a lot of what I say, and that's okay, right? That's okay if they disagree with what I say. But what I want y'all to understand is, when you're doing your spiritual work, you're doing your ancestor work, you're working with deities, you're doing your energy work. What that's doing and what that's growing is your energy body, right? It's going to have an effect on your energy body. It's going to have an effect on your astral body, right? That's what's growing, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are foods you can take that can help the energy body, right? That can help the energy body. And as a person that's spiritual, in order to keep your energy clean, there are some things that you should be doing, because the truth of the matter is this. All the food is messed up today, right? It's harder today to find real organic food. I actually ran into a so-called vegan one time, not too long ago, that was eating seedless grapes and seedless watermelons and trying to convince me that, I looked at him like, you don't even understand the science behind this stuff. Like, I had to tell him, like, you're eating seedless watermelons and seedless grapes. Oh, but it's fruit, and you got to understand, no, just because it say organic on it, where's the seed? Where's the seed? If it doesn't have a seed, how can it produce life? How are you getting real life from a fruit that has no seed, right? Most people don't even know tomatoes are fruits, right? Because it has seeds in it. So I'm like, how are you getting real life force for something that you don't even have a seed in it? Seeds are white today. When I was growing up, right? I'm born in 1980. When I was growing up, the watermelons had black seeds. Now the watermelons got white seeds, but it's still seeds. So it is what it is, right? But then you got people who are vegans and vegetarians that not, they eating lab-grown fruits and vegetables. And the reason why I'm saying they're lab-grown is because if this stuff don't have seeds in it, it's not real. It's grown in a lab. Some of this stuff can be grown outside, but if it can't reproduce any life, how can it be natural? How can it, not even organic, right? How can it even be natural and it doesn't even have a seed in it? Something to think about for people out there that's vegetarians and vegans and they eating seedless grapes. And you don't understand, when you study the genetic structure of how to actually get these fruits and vegetables to be seedless, and they use bacteria to bind the actual DNA together, because bacteria can be used to bind DNA, right? So they can mix two fruits together, or they can mix this together with that. Like they're mixing fish genes with tomatoes, so tomatoes can be longer. Like the way fish can last longer when it's freezing cold outside, the fish can still be alive under the pond or the lake where it's frozen at, right? It can still be alive. It just slows the heartbeat down. And a fish won't freeze. The fish will not freeze. It'll slow its heartbeat down, but it's still alive. And they took the genes of a fish and mixed it with you can look this up, mixed it with the tomato so that the actual tomato can be on a shelf a lot longer. And they use bacteria in between the genes, bacteria, right? To bind this stuff together. And also they're programming the fruits and vegetables that are seedless, for those who don't know, with nanonites, right? This is all facts, they're not even hiding it. And they're also programming these things with diseases, right? You can go on YouTube right now and look at watermelons that got pus coming out of them, right? Pus coming out of a watermelon, a seedless watermelon, right? These things are exploding. These things are doing things that's not normal because they got viruses inside of them. And there's people who tell people you shouldn't eat meat, but they eat seedless grapes and watermelons, right? And I'm not mad about this stuff because I can care less because I eat meat, right? It's certain meats I don't eat, like pork, beef, right? I know people should stay away from pork. It is the most dangerous food on the planet. And beef, a lot of red meat is not good for you because it can slow your energy down. So it can give you cancer and stuff too. But, you know, a little red meat here and there is okay, but you shouldn't eat a lot of red meat. So I mostly consume turkey, chicken, you know. I don't eat seafood at all. I've never been a seafood person. You know, y'all need to stay away from that tilapia fish too. The tilapia fish is mixed with human genes. Absolutely. For those who don't know, tilapia fish is mixed with human genes. Most old people never even heard of a tilapia until recently. Most people from the Caribbean never heard of a tilapia. You right? It's always that one Negro though, that one dude. Yeah, man, I grew up eating tilapia since 1930s. You know. But for the most part, tilapia, nobody ever heard of a tilapia before. You know what I'm saying? This stuff got human genes, man. So y'all need to stay away from that tilapia too. But overall, you know, you guys need to understand that sometimes, you know, you have to understand even from the perspective of eating fruits and vegetables, to get back on that, which are incredible, right? Everybody should consume fruits and vegetables in their meal. But for those who eat fruits and vegetables, I'm going to give y'all some stuff y'all have to be careful of and watch out for. For those who eat fruits and vegetables, also have to watch out for, what was I going to say? So I talked about the nanomites and stuff like that. But people who eat fruits and vegetables have to watch out for definitely the nanomites that are going in the food. And they're programming the food now to program your own DNA, right? That stuff is very important. I can't remember fully what I was going to say about that, but I'll come back to it. So without a shadow of a doubt, you shouldn't be consuming a lot of meat, right? But there's nothing wrong with eating meat, right? This is what I was going to say about the fruits and vegetables. Some people say, well, it's living food, right? And that's true. But one thing is for sure is that you're killing life. You're killing a living thing in order to live. So no matter if it's dead meat that you had to kill and then cook it to eat, to live. And I know it's true that beef and stuff get their protein from, I know it's going to be some comments about this video, boy. But beef and cows and different things like that get their protein from plants. That's a fact, right? That's true. So this is how, even though the meat is considered dead, you still can get protein from it, right? But even with that being said, you got to understand, just because you don't hear, so say you're eating a apple, right? Just because you don't hear the apple screaming and yelling while you're consuming it, doesn't mean that the apple doesn't feel pain. You got to understand this stuff, right? If plants are alive, think about this for a second, right? If plants are alive, and I actually get a lot of vegans and vegetarians with this right here. Just like you say, I'm eating a dead animal, right? At least it's dead when I'm consuming it. People who eat fruits and vegetables, which is okay, it's cool, right? But people who eat fruits and vegetables, you have to understand that you're eating this thing alive. Just like when you chop a tree down with a chainsaw, the tree is in pain. This is a fact. The tree hurts. Just because you don't hear the tree expressing itself like an animal that's being cut in a meat factory doesn't mean that the tree don't feel pain. So you got to understand, when you're chomping down on the apple feels it. When you're eating an orange and a grape, these fruits and vegetables are alive. They're conscious, they know what's going on, and they feel pain. Absolutely. If you don't believe me, go on the internet and look at these people who put probes on. I put up one on my Facebook page of plants singing. They're actually harmonizing. Plants actually singing and harmonizing. But they did a whole study on plants and burning plants by their leaves and stuff. And the plants, the heart rate goes up. The pulse rate on the plant goes up. The plants feel it. They feel pain. So when you're consuming a leafy vegetable, or you're consuming an apple or a plum, all these great tasting things, mangoes, you must understand you're eating living food, and these entities feel it. So just because you don't hear a plant screaming when you're consuming them doesn't mean that the plant don't feel it. The plants feel pain, right? So don't put people down who eat meat and say that they're eating this bloody, horrible stuff. We're eating things alive. You're eating it alive. At least kill it first. If you're going to, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't hear it, you don't think much of it. But y'all have to understand, I had to put that out there, that when you're eating fruits and vegetables, these entities feel it when you're chomping down on them, right? They're alive. They're alive, and then you consume them, right? When you consume water, right? Water is alive, and you consume it so you can live. There's organisms that have their own life, that reproduce, that are inside of water. This is why water is programmable, because water is alive. This is why you can program an apple before you eat it. We used to call that prayer. You pray over your food. You program it before you eat. You program your water because it's alive. You can put your energy in the water. You can put your energy in food because it's living, right? You can even do it to so-called steak and food that's considered dead. You can give it life. You can put life force into it, right? But at the same time, you're doing these things, you're consuming these things, and at the same time, you must understand these things are alive. They feel pain. So just like y'all showed a video of the cow screaming and yelling when it's being chopped up for human consumption and cheeseburgers and stuff later, and you don't hear that coming from a plant, doesn't mean that the plant don't feel pain. So I just wanted to give y'all something to think about, right? So with that being said, I want y'all to understand that there's nothing wrong. I know some hardcore vegans out there say, oh, he lying to the people. It comes from, it's not that it's misinformation, it's just a straight lie. Some people say, oh, you're lying, But I'm giving y'all my opinion and what I feel about it. If you're a vegan, I think that's dope, right? I think it's dope. But don't put down people who eat meat, because there are some people who are vegans and they still get cancer, right? And probably come from eating seedless grapes and shit like that. But there's also people who consume meat that get cancer, right? You get cancer from having a cell phone. Sometimes not always the food. It's how you eat the food. So if you learn to eat meat or fruits and vegetables or whatever food you eat, and you learn how to pray and give positive affirmations over your food and program your food before it goes inside of your body, then it'll do better inside of your body. You can program it. Everything can be programmed. And like I said, we call that prayer. We pray over our food. We give thanks. So when you look at ancient cultures, indigenous people all over the planet ate meat. Okay, that's a fact. It's going to be like I said, that one dude, no, it was an Indian group that didn't, And at one time, it's true that in certain dynasties that you will see more vegetarianism in Egypt, right? But without a shadow of a doubt, we know Egyptians ate meat, right? The Native Americans or the Aborigine people of America definitely ate meat, especially deer meat and stuff that we don't eat today, like bison and deer meat. They ate meat, but the spirituality of it was this: they would kill the animal, but they would pray to the animal before they went and hunted. And a lot of times when they hunted, the animal would be standing right there to be killed. And then after they killed the animal, they would give thanks to the spirit of the animal. Right? They wouldn't kill it slow. They would kill it quick, and they would give thanks and pray over the animal and give the animal life back and give it thanks. And then they would consume it for the family. It was a balance in nature. And then they would take the skin of these animals and wear them on top of on their bodies and stuff like that. Right? So you got some people that won't even wear cotton and stuff like that because it comes from plants and blah, blah, blah. And, just ridiculous stuff, man. This stuff is all egotism because we down here in the physical world to survive. And you must understand that everything down here physically doesn't even really matter. It's all a program. It's all part of an illusion. So if a person want to fight for the whales and stuff, that's cool. Fight for the whales. But don't put people down because they don't fight for the whales. Person could eat meat for their whole life and be healthy. You know how some of y'all uncles and aunties and grandma's been eating pork all their life, and they 85 years old. And y'all know that's not a lie, right? It doesn't mean that they're healthy. Of course, they still have sicknesses from eating that type of stuff, but a lot of them grew up that way because they didn't have no choice. But because they was gods, they was able to transmute that energy, right? They was able to transmute that energy. So what I'm saying to y'all is, on a spiritual journey, your diet doesn't matter, right? And I'm a living witness of that. You can still grow spiritually, still obtain spiritual enlightenment, and do all these things without having a strict diet of just being a vegan, right? Now, don't get me wrong. It's certain stuff you shouldn't be consuming all the time because it can hurt your body, and you still want to be able to function and do the things you do. How you gonna do mudras if you got arthritis, right? You got arthritis and you trying to do mudras, it ain't gonna work. So you still got to keep your body balanced and healthy. But what I'm saying is you can keep your body balanced and healthy and still eat meat. That's what I'm saying. I'm a living witness of that. So, one thing I tell people all the time is make sure you're consuming minerals. And we talk about vitamins. Oh, I gotta start taking vitamins. I gotta start taking. Well, what about taking minerals? You gotta get your minerals too, right? You gotta take your minerals. So if you can get y'all some trace mineral drops, like I said before, start consuming your minerals. Start to consume your vitamins, right? And I'm like I said, I'm expecting. I wasn't even gonna do this video, but I'm expecting people to talk crazy about it. It's all good though. I love y'all regardless. This is why I don't get into these debates, but I'm just answering a question that I get all the time about health. And health is wealth without a shadow of a doubt. But there are tons of people, athletes that eat meat and all this type of stuff, and they're healthy, right? They're still doing good. Just make sure you're cleaning your body out. Because today it's even dangerous to consume a lot of fruits and vegetables and not clean your body out. Because these fruits and vegetables got diseases in them. They got metals put in them now. They got nanonites put in them. These are facts. So you got to make sure, first of all, if you're going to be a vegan or vegetarian, that you're consuming the right types of fruits and vegetables. That's not sprayed with all this stuff. And the thing is, they're making it harder and harder and harder for people to do that. So this is why now you have to start getting your vitamins and minerals from external sources, right? You got to start getting vitamins. If you're not getting the original fruits and vegetables, that's what I'm saying. You have to start getting it from external sources just to survive, right? Alkaline water is incredible. I recommend people drinking alkaline water. You got to get your alkaline water in. Water is very important. I love water. I drink water more than anything else. Sometimes drinking it with lemon is cool, but I recommend people drinking that chlorophyll water, right? Get that chlorophyll water in your body every day, man. Drink that chlorophyll water. Get y'all some distilled water. It works great with distilled water and also spring water. If it's real spring water or distilled water, put some chlorophyll drops in there and consume that. Now you're feeding the cells in your body, which is really what the root of when your food breaks down, what you're trying to feed. You're trying to feed the cells in your body. So you can consume that, So get that chlorophyll water. Green water is clean water. That's what I always say. Green water is clean water. So y'all should be drinking chlorophyll water every single day. And just to let y'all know, because some people think when I say chlorophyll water, that's actually a bottle of water you get that's chlorophyll. They sell something like that, but what I'm saying is you're going to get you a bottle of liquid chlorophyll, and you're going to put a few drops of it in an 8-ounce glass of water. Okay, I drink one of these every day, chlorophyll water, right? Chlorophyll water. So chlorophyll water going to clean your blood out. It's going to oxygenate your blood. It's going to clean you out naturally. It's going to clean your blood, right? It's going to get rid of heavy metals and toxins. It's an incredible thing to drink every day. So if you're eating meat and you're also, drinking clean water every day, that's fleshing you out. You're also taking your vitamins and minerals, but you still eat meat. Then that's cool. You should not be eating fast food like that. That's the truth. You should not be eating fast food. But I wanted to just show y'all that it's possible, right? I eat meat, right? But I also take things to clean my system out, right? And at the same time, I've shown y'all evidence, that it's a possibility that you can still open your chakras and do different types of magic, and the magical spiritual world will still respond to you. It doesn't matter what weight you are, how sick you are, right? Unless you're trying to do certain types of things like energy work and stuff like that. But these things can be achieved, right? That's why I showed y'all a picture of the chakra. I showed y'all the bird. I showed y'all because I want to show y'all that magic is possible. Stop thinking on a humane level and say, well, I eat chicken, so I can't do no magic, right? Veganism doesn't coincide with spirituality. When you get to the higher heavens, the guys ain't going to be asking you, well, how much of veganism did you, how long was you a vegan? They're not going to be writing down how much fruits and vegetables you ate. They don't care. They want to know how much did your soul grow? Did you feed your soul? Forget eating fruits and vegetables. How much of your soul did you feed? That's what they're going to be asking you. Did you feed your soul? That's what matters. So I don't want y'all to get caught up in being this vegan and doing all this veganism stuff. If you do it, cool. Do it. Keep doing it. I wish you the best. But for those who eat meat, just know that pork and beef stay away from. And at the same time, you're going to eat meat, cool. Just make sure you clean your body out. Even those who only eat fruits and vegetables, clean your body out because you're still getting pesticides and you're getting nanonites, especially if you're eating seedless fruits and seedless grapes, right? It's hard to find grapes with seeds today. But if you're eating all these things, then you definitely need to be cleaning your body out because you're literally eating poison and you're eating, that's not a grape. Even though it looks like a grape, it's not a grape. It's Frankenstein food. And you got to understand that, right? So Another good thing to consume is coconut water, maple water, right? Maple water is another good thing y'all can consume. Coconut water is incredible, but they messing with the coconut water now. It's like you can't have nothing in this world, right? They mess with everything. As soon as it gets popular, I stop messing with it. That's my thing. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real. Like chlorophyll water, they'll mess with it. Ain't nobody come up with a big brand of chlorophyll water yet, so I'm still consuming the chlorophyll water. But the coconut water, I remember when Vita Coco first came out, I used to drink it heavy, man. But now they messing with the Vita Coco. They putting extra stuff in the Vita Coco, extra sugar, vitamin C, and they putting all this extra stuff in the Vita Coco now. They messing with it, right? As soon as it gets popular. So I still consume the coconut water once in a blue moon, and I drink the green water, right? The chlorophyll water, right? Which is some of the best stuff you can drink. So that's what I do, y'all. So once again, diet is not important on your spiritual path, unless you go to a certain school, right? Some people went to certain spiritual schools, like maybe you was a monk, right? And in the monks, they had to consume a certain diet, and that's what they did. But look at people in China; they eat everything. No disrespect towards the Chinese people, but they eat everything. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They eat stuff that we totally disgusted by and we don't think is healthy, but they are considered the most healthiest, some of the healthiest people on the planet. And that's a lot of that has to do with them mixing in martial arts into their everyday energy work, into their everyday life. And also they consume a lot of vegetables. Asian people consume a lot of vegetables, man. And they cook their food usually through steaming it or boiling it, right? And if they fry it with certain things. So that's another example, right? And there's some Asian people have a whole system. They're very spiritual people, and they eat everything. Like it's not known that Asians only eat fruits and vegetables. They eat, y'all know what I'm talking about. They eat everything, chicken, pork, everything, and they're considered to be healthy. They live very long. So that's something to think about. So this is for the people who's been wondering that, been asking me in consultations. And for the people that's going to ask me in the future, I want to do a video about how important is your diet on your spiritual growth. You can still achieve your spirituality with having a different type of diet that's not considered vegan or vegetarianism, right? Because when you die, and this is just the truth, when you die, ain't nobody going to be asking you how long you was a vegan. Your veganism is not going to get you to the spiritual realms. That's just a fact. That's a fact. And y'all know that's true. Right? So why make that a number one priority? If you want to live long physically, yeah, absolutely. Just make sure you're consuming the right fruits and vegetables. Right? Because they're messing with the fruits and vegetables now, y'all. That's just the truth. So if you want to live long, yeah, do that. So, I'm just saying that you can still live long while consuming meat. So I want to do this video for y'all. Get this out there. Get that off my chest. Because I get a lot of questions on that. And I want to show y'all that I'm a living witness of it, that you can still be spiritual and achieve certain levels of spirituality by still eating meat and not being a vegan or vegetarianism. But for those who are vegan or vegetarians, shout out to y'all. That's dope. That's cool. Keep doing what y'all doing, all right? So BroYosef want to get on here and do that. And I'm going to holler at y'all in the next one, all right? Peace.